Hey, how's it going? So today I would like, or whatever, I would like to talk about something, uh, a subject that I kind of got into yesterday on in my WordPress. I did for me a small, modest size piece, and of course I forgot stuff. So I'll just continue the thought here. And what it started out for me was is that especially over there is I'm just sort of recording uh, experiences that I'm having and sharing them because somebody told me it was a good idea to do so. And so uh, I talked about thinking about something one day, and then like the next day, some a version of the thought, a very close to exact version of the thought, kind of followed through and happened. Which is not unusual. Like stuff that I think about ahead of time or dream about happens later. It happens. It's been happening since I was a kid. So, anyway, what I wanted to add to that was that I noticed some things, and it's physical things in my body, and I have been trying to get to the root of like why these things are happening. And it's been a long period of time that these things have happened over, but it's just a culmination of them all at once together that just made me notice and sort of think about it and examine it. So it's about like stuff that's been happening on my right side. And one I just kind of listed them, okay? And before I get into the list, I just want to say the reason why it's of interest to me is because I feel like it may be a manifestation of something that I've learned recently, which is, well, within the past decade, which is you can like I believe in reincarnation, so I think that things from your other, or I believe that things from your other life carry over. And, let me interrupt myself again quickly. Hopefully, I'll be able to come back to what I was talking about. um, I wanted to qualify something I said a couple of videos ago when I was talking about having sort of a feeling of or an intuition that something happened in antiquity that obviously this me was not there for. So, but I referenced some physical sensations that I was feeling, and I said that I was right. That was a I misphrased that. It's not that I was right about anything. It was just that by the way that I was feeling, it was sort of a I've come to recognize it as a feeling of verification. Like you just like like a deja vu, or somebody walks over, or a goose walks over your grave feeling, where you get the shivers and goosebumps. And so that's what that was. I wasn't saying like I was right, because things tend to repeat in different ways over and over until eventually we get it right as a, as a whole, collectively. And I think that's what that was. Oh, hey, what the heck? It was just a feeling that, yeah, I got it right, or not right, but that something like what I was saying very well could have happened. I'll put it that way. And as far as the repeating thing goes, it's like situations happen over and over. Like versions of what we got going on in the world right now has probably happened in some different way because of things being interrupted by natural disasters. But anyway, to get back to what I was saying, these things, why they're significant to me, I think may be like manifestations of past life stuff that needs to be resolved. And so I'll start with it all being on my right side. So my right eye, this is what it does now. It used to be straight. I got a tumor on it several years back, and I had been able to see the day before, had no clue that this was going to happen, of course. And but I had a really bad headache, which is not unusual because headaches are just a constant theme in my life. But the next day, I woke up and could not see out of the right eye, and I was like, "Wow, uh, it was inconvenient." So, right eye, number one. And you know how you have like everything a little bit bigger on one side? I have had a particular area get bigger, and it just seems to be out of control, like it doesn't want to stop, and it's making my clothes fit wrong. It's inconvenient. And so on the right side, I also have a shorter leg. It's, I don't know the exact measurement of it. It's, somewhere around an inch or so, more or less. And it makes walking extremely difficult because I have other physical things going on, like vertigo, especially when I stand or try to walk. And it's like, it just is there. And I've learned to like deal with it, but when the shorter leg thing happened, it just like added another offness to the kilter. And the reason the leg is shorter is because also on my right side, I have broken my femur twice in the same summer. The same femur on the right side. Twice in one summer. Inconvenient. And it broke the first time because my cat came racing around the corner in my apartment, and I tried to dodge onto my couch and out of his way and to not step on him because I was in mid step. It was like everything happened so fast. And I tried to pitch my way toward the couch, and for some reason, which would have been on my left, I just, despite everything I was trying to physically do and what my instincts were telling me to do, which was fall to the left on the soft thing, I fell to the right onto the floor, which is carpeted, but I hit my hip implant. I had to have my hip replaced on my right side. And I'm sure it's like a whole physics problem, like velocity and angle and rate of incline. I don't know. It was just not good. The what happened? My femur snapped. That was the first time it broke, and then okay, fine. I'm just gonna ignore that. And then it broke a second time, and recently I've been having weird symptoms, and I have some things, physical things that happened the day that this symptom arrived that I know about, and it's not all me. It's partially because this wheelchair that I have needs to have an adjustment. So it's just it's not right. But I overcompensate on my right side because the thing that gave me the tumor on my right eye nerve, which made me blind, did I leave that out? Yeah, that's why I lost the vision in this eye, was because a tumor just appeared and sat on that nerve, and that's it. And it's gotten gradually worse over the years. Like the day I woke up, like pretty much everything was black except for around the edges. Like it was like a circle, okay, which I guess was my iris. I don't know. This is what it looked like from the inside. Seeing colors, everything, details, blah blah blah. This side just black, and then like a light coronal edge, I guess, like an eclipse, kind of. Okay, that's weird. I never thought of that before. and it's gradually spread out from the middle to where it's pretty much completely dark. Like, I don't know if it's just that I know my fingers are waving there or if I'm actually seeing just a little tiny bit of movement. I don't know. It sucks. um, so anyway, I have this sort of problem with my equipment, and I'm overcompensating with my right side, and I just over pulled. My left side is weak, also because of tumors. Uh, which I'll just quickly explain the tumor thing. Say, I want you to picture like a circle and then four smaller circles, boom, 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 boom around it, like northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, and then there's like a circle that would represent my spinal column. That is, in a nutshell, what's wrong with me. So I have four brain tumors. They're situated the way I described around my spinal column. And they've basically made my life take some interesting left turns and U turns and turns cars do not make. You just, it's been a theme park of a lifetime since I've had these tumors. So my left side is weak. I was paralyzed for a year because of it and never fully recovered all of everything on that side. And it also messed with my right side, which another point on the list is dominant. But anyway, with the overcompensating with my stronger right side, I came home. It took about 24 hours, but ironically, I came home from a doctor appointment and went to get up out of the wheelchair at home. Like, I've gotten in and out of the car from the doctor's appointment and then got in the house. And when my person that helps me left, after that, I went to sit in my chair and went to stand up, and something was completely wrong from the waist down to mid thigh, which is where, ironically, the hip implant ended and the broken femur reconstruction area. Well, it shattered the femur twice, so because I have osteopenia too, yay! It's like Swiss cheese and it's brittle. It's crazy. And so it I have to walk like a little tiny bit when I need to do things like get up to go to the bathroom or go get in my chair or like I'll do some walking. My cats like to sit in all my wheelchairs, so sometimes I have to get up and like roll, use the chair as like a walker because I don't want to fight with the cat to get out of the chair and whatever. Like, but it's not my main mode of ambulating. I don't walk a lot, is what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to get out of the chair, and like I can stand up. But something's weird. Like all of the area, like I said, from like my waist down to my mid thigh on my right side is heavy. It's better now, like a week later, but I still feel lopsided. Like this bun on my right side feels higher, and it doesn't feel as hard as it was feeling. I don't know what it is. And like I said, it comes down to it extends from my waist down to my mid thigh, which is just at the area, as I said, where the end of the hip plant is that broke my femur. Um, yeah. So it's just I finally noticed like, wow, all of that stuff recently and from quite a while back. Like I got sick with the tumors in 1991. It's been going on a long time. So it's just strange that I'm having all this right stuff happening, right side stuff, but that's not all. This comes and goes. Another, I guess, nerve thing. I didn't complete the thought on the weird hip to waist thing that wasn't letting me. It was making me walk even worse. That's what I'm trying to say. My caregiver says, "Oh, that's sciatica," and I'm like, "It's what now?" "Oh, my sciatica." Well, I get it now. It really hurts in a way that I wasn't expecting, but it is a nerve thing, which has been an issue since I've had the tumor thing. I'm going to wrap it up here. So, somewhere, as I was sort of putting together, like, oh, wow, all of this stuff happened on the right side. Like, that's weird because, you know, for me, over the past, it's been all about the left side, which because of the tumors around my spinal column, I had left side entire paralysis for a year. And I'm used to stuff going wrong on that side. And then I just have like my right side left, which it was already my dominant side, which here's the conclusion. That's a masculine thing, like the dominant word in that. And somewhere I got that well yeah, like the whole right side thing is like a manifestation of your I don't know, masculine oh like the what do they talk called like the twin flame feminine the masculine blah well, this is like the whole point not about the twin flame thing but that all of the stuff happening on my right is a manifestation of my inner masculine side. And also, we're all doing some clearing. It's making, if you understand what I mean by clearing, it's like just sort of stuff you have, baggage of your own, and back to the reincarnation thing, baggage that didn't get cleared in previous lives, which it's not just happening to me, it's happening to everybody, but it's piling on and we're feeling it. You know, basically that's what's happening. Like maybe that's what's up with the Karens and that's what's up with all of the aggression. And I mean, isn't everyone kind of a little bit off or things happening everywhere just kind of like extreme, you know? But I'm just talking about myself here. What I'm you know, going through. Like this weekend, I know I'm almost done. There was a full moon, and I noticed several years ago that when it comes to stuff with astrology and the way you're going to be feeling, I start feeling that stuff about 2 days or so before they say it's going to start happening to us. And I had like a really kind of gnarly weekend. Like my patience was like, I'm gone and went on vacation. And I was just like, okay, this is part of my deal. Whatever I've got going on, I gotta like get with the patience thing. Like I gotta like have it. I gotta have some patience. So I basically did, and I'm happy about that. I feel like that was like a little tiny milestone, and that's what I am after is like surpassing the milestones, becoming a more whole person spiritually. I know that's going to make people barf. Sorry. But that's how I feel. So, yeah. And when I wrapped up on my piece on WordPress, which I'll link if anybody cares, it's short, shorter than this. And I lost my train of thought. Choo choo, come back. Um, ow. Come on, brain. I'm going to link the piece in here. Okay, my brain is not letting me say anymore or whatever. I'm done. I guess I've talked long enough. Um, yeah. Oh, discuss among yourselves. I think that was the point I was headed for. Anyway, thank you and good night. Oh, come on.